Have you ever wondered what it was like to be a normal wage cuck in Japan, but you're actually a small little tsundere loli? Well, allow me to introduce you to an anime that takes the normal boring work environment into something that is actually quite entertaining, and has a very impactful love story between a legal loli and a literal Chad. Welcome to the Average Wage Cuck stream. Higashi Futaba is the main protagonist of this story, which her origins come from her grandfather, called Oji-chan. We learn that she grew up with her grandfather for at least most of her life until she decided to ditch his ass and go off and live on her own when she started high school. By this time, we also learned that his grandfather is a bit of a lolicon himself, but you know, who isn't when watching this anime? Shortly after high school, she decided to work in the sales department of this company, which she promptly gets mistaken by her senpai as being a grade schooler on a field trip because she is small, tiny, and angry. After being told this, he is then assigned as her senpai, which is another L and a big ego blow to this small little woman. The first episode starts off as what looks like a child getting ready for school until you see her put on a business uniform and walk to work, where she meets up with Sakura-san, and in typical loli tsundere action, she gets annoyed that her breast size is smaller than hers, which is the first L we see her take. She then gets jump scared by the big huge mighty Chad, also known as her senpai. We see some normal office work, which is a content we as consumers enjoy for some godforsaken reason. We then meet, which she proceeds to jump scare her and cause her to put enough sugar in her coffee that probably is enough to kill her. Then we see drink water and go back to work. We then see Higashi and her senpai to go out and do a sales pitch, which is when in typical tsundere loli action, she tells her senpai that he is actually too slow, which is something she decides to regret on later. She then gets a kid's meal from McDonald's, playing in the fact that she's a child, so that's another L right there. They give their sales pitch, they go home, and gets embarrassed the following day at work. We then see her mess up on her paperwork, which is a huge L right there. Her senpai fixes the issue, and then they decide to go out drinking to give themselves a break, until us, the viewers, realize her true intentions with her senpai. But, you know, she's too tsundere to say so unless she is drunk. But, you know, besides asking him out on a date or whatever, she's decided to jump a few steps and go straight ahead to marriage. The episode then ends, and there's a little cock tease for us viewers. Personally, for me, this anime is actually pretty good, and it's something that you should definitely watch if you're a fan of rom-coms. For me at first, it seemed a bit sus to watch this because, you know, she looks fucking 12. But after looking past that, it is actually quite entertaining, and I eventually finished the anime. I don't know if there's going to be a second season, but the story does not conclude after the end of the 12th episode. There is a manga of the series, but I have not read it yet, so I don't know how far it goes, but if you enjoy reading instead of watching, you could do that instead, or do both. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.